Hi guys, it's Dr. George here for Tuck in Tuesdays, and I hope that you guys will put comments in. I do have an AR book tonight, The Kissing Hand, and I hear so many good things about that book. I've actually never read it. So it'll be the first time, like always, that I read these books. So go ahead and put the comments in. I'm so happy to see you all joining me. I'm actually going to go in my personal on my personal page because some of you watch me there, but I can't see your comments for some reason. So I'm going to make sure that I acknowledge those of you. I did encourage a lot of you to go to hi, Miss Duke, one of my professors at Homer Drive Elementary. Hello, hello, hello. So Kamani and Corman Reese are here and ready. Way to go. So excited to see you guys. So incredibly excited. So you put those comments. I'll make sure to give you a shout out when you put those on there. If you're on the Tucked In Tuesday, Homer Drive, or Growing with Belinda page, I can see all of your comments as you put them up, and I will share them. How was your Christmas? Even though we're going to jump right into reading, I still like to know how your Christmas is because that's a very important time of the year for many of us. Hi, Miss Wells. Hank and I love it. We hope you do too. I hope so too, Sarah. I hope so too. So let's get started with our first book, The Kissing Hand, and I will put those comments up. So book number 1, I have that scrolling across the bottom. So there's the information for this book. I also always like to say the author, Audrey Penn, illustrated by Ruth E. Harper and Nancy E. Leake. So those are the people for with this book. And I have permission granted. Oh, I put Harper Collins on there, but Harper Collins is not the publisher. It's Tanglewood Publishing Incorporated. And so this book, this has never happened to me before. I put the wrong author, but this book, I don't have permission to read, and I'm a very honest person. If I don't have permission to read it, I do not read it on Tucked In Tuesday, so I apologize for that. The Kissing Hand was not published by Harper Collins, so I'm not going to read that book. I'll get permission to read that book first before I actually read it on here, so I apologize for that. But I always like to be honest and lead by example. And if I read that book, I would not be leading by example. But my next book, Little Penguin, and I'll change that information in there. Little Penguin Stays Awake. Oh my God, love The Kissing Hand. Miss Gerlifson, I don't know if you missed my little disclosure there with The Kissing Hand, but I have to have permission for that. So I am just going to skip to the second book, and that was my AR book. But I will get permission for that. It'll take me a little while, but I will definitely get that taken care of. All right, so I'll get started. So sorry about that, guys. So incredibly sorry. So book number 2 is going to be Little Penguin Stays Awake. And it's by Tadgh Bentley. Now, this book has permission granted by Harper Collins. Hello, Lillian. Hi, hello, Rochelle. Hi, Taylor Neal. I see that you're watching as well, and I have those comments going up. So here we go. Oh, hello. I don't suppose you've seen any shooting stars this evening. I have a very important wish. Yeah, I need a shooting star to make it come true. So, shooting star. You see, we penguins are very good at swimming and waddling and eating chili. But there's one thing we can't do: fly. I've always dreamed of spreading my flippers and flying with my friends. If I wish on a shooting star, my dream has to come true. There's just one problem. So that's this dream to fly. A bird wanting to fly. Penguins have very early bedtimes, and shooting stars don't come out until late at night. So we already have a problem. He has to go to bed early. I've never stayed up this late before, and I'm not sure I can do it. Kenneth and Franklin have tried all sorts of things to keep me awake, but nothing has worked. Hi, Gina. So they try, I have 5 sisters, and we used to try to keep each other awake. So the one being kept awake always didn't like it. So now, maybe you can help. If you see me fall asleep, shout, "Wake up, little penguin!" That's what you have to yell. Now you can't go to sleep without closing your eyes, so I've decided I'm not going to close mine, not even to blink. or anything. Ready? Okay. I wish I could see your faces to see you keep your eyes open like a penguin and not blink. I don't know how long that'll last. I'll try and do it. My eyes will probably dry out. Open your eyes wide, wider, wider. Don't blink. Oh, it didn't work. Did not work. It started snoring. Hello, Mike. Thank you. Hi, Sheila. Wake up, little penguin. Oh, I probably woke up your little penguin. That's the last thing I want to do is wake your little penguin up. Maybe a little exercise will do the trick. Let's try some stretches. Stretch your flippers up high, stretch them to the side, stretch far, down low. Didn't work. Did not work. Penguin's out again. Gotta keep him awake. Wake up, little penguin. Now that well probably is a lot louder than me and a lot scarier. The shooting stars are still nowhere in sight, and I don't think I can stay awake much longer. What should we try next? We're going to try another trick next. Maybe jumping jacks will wake me up. 1 jumping jack, 2 jumping jacks, 3 jumping jacks. Snore. Oh my goodness. Hi, Joshua. Wake up, little penguin. Wake him up again. That's the whale trying to keep him awake. And look what happens while he's asleep. The stars go shooting across the sky. Hi, Kevin. Because guess who fell asleep? The whale and the little creature that's helping him. They fell asleep. And it woke him up. Kenneth Franklin, the stars. They're here. I made it. Oh, thank you ever so much. Now I can finally make my wish. So they woke him up with the snoring. And he got to see the stars. But the whale and the Frank didn't. And everybody's asleep. Everybody's asleep. And because they're sleeping, there's a bubble. And he's in a bubble. I guess he made a wish that he could fly, maybe. He did. He made a wish that he could fly. Now, those of you, I'm going to probably be gone in just a second, but I'm going to give you another book that I have permission to read because I always read 2 books, and I apologize for the kissing hand. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back. I found a book, so I'll change it all. Thank you all for being here. I found a book, so I'm back. So my second book, and I'll change this in the description. We can talk among ourselves while you're gone. Well, thanks, Mike, for holding it down. So my second book is Lizzie McTizzy and the Busy Dizzy Day. Oh, Lizzie McTizzy. Written by Sarah Weeks, illustrated by Lee Wildish, and permission granted by Harper Collins. Lizzie McTizzy and the Busy Dizzy Day. Sounds like some of the days we've been having around here. Lizzie McTizzy had lost her shoe. She's late for the party, but what can she do? 1 blue shoe is 1 too few. To go to the party, she has to have 2. Schneesner. Hi, Ava Hamilton. Where's her shoe? Is it under a chair? If you were a shoe, would you hide under there? Where's her shoe? Is it up on the shelf? If you were a shoe, would you hide there yourself? There she is, looking for her shoe. I've done that before. She looks in the bubbles. She looks in the books. She looks in the plants that are hanging on hooks. She looks in the crooks, in the crannies and nooks, but there isn't a shoe in the places she looks. Trying to find her shoe. Where's her shoe? Under here, under there. Could it be under some underwear? Where's her shoe? Over there, over here? Could it be stuck in the chandelier? Oh my goodness. She is searching everywhere. She peers in the pantry and moldy crust. She checks in the attic. Achoo! Only dust. She opens the cooler and ew, stinky cheese. She crawls in the doghouse and yikes, itchy fleas. She peeks in the mailbox and under the mat. She gets on her knees and peeks under the cat. Hi, Jennifer. I know some of you pop in and out, but I like to tell you hello. Even a second counts. She peeks every place she can think of, and then she peeks in those places all over again. She checks again. Happy New Year, Barbara. Lizzie is dizzy from racing around. There isn't much time for her shoe to be found. The party is starting, but what can she do? She's looked and she's looked, and she can't find her shoe. She can't find her shoe. Did it drop in the driveway and somehow get squashed, or plop in the washer and somehow get washed? Is it stuck in the chimney, all covered with soot? Sorry. Right. Are running around on some other girl's foot. Well, that probably wasn't meant to be like that, but I would be using that tone if somebody had my shoe on. Lizzie McTizzy is totally beat. She's worn herself out from her head to her feet. She plumps on a pillow and flops on the couch, and that's when a lump makes her jump and say, ouch! Oh my goodness. Could it be? Is it true? Could that lump be a shoe? Shoot, it's a boot. It's not even blue. So what if a boot doesn't go with the shoe? So if a red doesn't go with the blue? Who cares if a pair is a mismatched mistake, as long as you get there in time for the cake? Yes, I think I know where the shoe is going to be. I think I know. Hi, Miss Ritter and Mr. Phillips. Happy birthday. The party is swinging, the music is loud, the cake looks delicious, and Lizzie feels proud because Lizzie McTizzy knows one thing is true. To go to the party, you have to be you. Love this book. So glad I ran and grabbed it. Hi, Ms. Hernandez. Thanks for all of you. Thanks for sticking in. A first book. I had that mistake, Kissing Hand. I didn't have permission to read it, but I will get permission. I promise. I will get permission to read that book. But Little Penguin Stays Awake by Tadgh Bentley. So this book, my takeaway for this book is sometimes we sleep through the best moments in life. And if we have a little bit of help and support to encourage us to keep going, we won't miss them. So make sure that you always, always, always have a support system. It was kind of like that. Hi, Melvin. It was kind of like that. The last book I read, it was all dealing with support. So Little Penguin Stays Awake. And if you need to rest, educators, parents, kids, rest, sleep. Whatever's going to happen, if it was meant to be, it will be. But get your rest. Book number 2, Lizzie McTizzy in the Busy Dizzy Day. So this book My takeaway from this book is so me. This book is so me. I always call myself a unicorn in a world of horses because I kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Been doing it since I was a little girl. And sometimes you just have to be you. You don't have to match the world. You don't have to be like the person that everybody else thinks you should be like. You should just be yourself. And she was brave enough to wear that red shoe and the blue shoe. Hi, Happy New Year from Theo in Japan. Hello, Theo. Is it New Year's already? So, guys, make sure that you take the time out, both of these books, take the time out to relax, get to know yourself. And it's okay with the end product because you are who you were meant to be. So these are our two books. I'll change those descriptions for you guys. Next week, we'll have more Tucked In Tuesdays. And who knows, I might do a New Year's Eve reading, maybe, or a New Year's Day. If you guys comment and say, could you do a reading? It'll be done. It's December 30th in Japan right now. So it's almost Mike. Look at Mike's my fact checker. Mike, I tell you. So, guys, if nobody else tells you Dr. George loves you, put in the comments if you want me to read for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Either way, the one that gets the most comments is the day that I'll read you all a book. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you guys either New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, or next Tuesday. And next Tuesday, because I'll be here as long as God gives me Tuesdays. Have a good night. Rest well. Love you guys. Bye-bye.